it's Whitney Owens here. Hope y'all are well and enjoying this beautiful day we're getting here in the Savannah area. Plan to head back outside as soon as I'm done with this so that I can enjoy the sunshine while I finish up my work. So encourage you guys that if you're working from home or not or whatever you're doing, get outside because it is wonderful. So the Facebook Lives that I've been doing this week were to focus on our marriages or our significant other relationships, people that we're with in the house while we're in a shelter in place, and how do we have effective communication. So you can go back and look at some of the previous videos from this week to get other tips, but today's tip is about listening. We all have heard you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so use them, right? We want to be listening more than speaking a lot of the time. And not only do I mean that in the actual sense of speaking, but a lot of times we're so focused on what we want to say that we don't listen to what someone else is saying. Like I even find myself in conversations with people thinking about, oh, I want to make sure I mention this when they're done talking about that. And then I'm so focused on what I'm going to say, I missed half of what they said and I'm having to go back and be like, I'm sorry, I missed that because I was thinking about myself. So in your conversations with people, I want you to really work on listening to what they're saying. And a way to know if you're accurately listening is called reflective listening. So reflective listening is just like it sounds. We reflect back to someone what we heard them say. It's amazing how we all hear what we want to hear, or we hear based on our past experiences, right? So somebody says something to you and you hear something totally different, right? The other day, I said to my husband, are you going to wear those pajamas for Easter dinner? And he said, yeah. And he thought I was getting on to him saying, well, why would you wear those for Easter dinner? But I actually was really excited about the idea of us having our jams on for Easter dinner because I thought that was kind of fun, which is actually what we did. So it's amazing how when I communicated something, it was heard in a different way than the way I wanted to communicate. So we want to make sure that we're talking back to our spouses, which is what I did, to say, no, I'm really glad you're doing that. Thank you for setting that example for our family. And now we're all going to go put our pajamas on. So ask your partner, what did you just hear me say? And they'll be like, well, I heard what you said. No, I want you to actually say back to me what I said. Because a lot of times we think we hear and we don't really hear. So if you say to your spouse, I used this example earlier this week, I am angry because the trash is full. Would you please take out the trash? They might hear you say, oh, she wants me to take out the trash again. And she thinks I never take it out and she's mad at me. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad that the trash keeps filling up because we're living at home and it's filling up every day and we pretty much got to take the trash out every day, just like we have to run the dishwasher. So being able to say back to your person what you heard them say. And I want you to practice this yourself. Hey, honey, what I heard you say is blah, blah, blah. Or I want to make sure I get this right. I heard you say you're upset that our child is watching TV all day. What would you like for us to do? Right? And then he can say, yeah, you're right. I am upset about that. And this is what I'd like, right? So being able to identify what you're upset about, being able to identify what needs are and saying them back to one another. So reflective listening. It's been a joy to be able to share with you this week some tips on marriages. And I hope that it helps you, I believe it will, as you go through these times in quarantine. If you have any questions or you want to work on anything in your marriage, please reach out to us. We are here to help over at Water's Edge Counseling. It's good to be with you guys, and I hope you have a nice weekend.